What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you guys with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I would like to talk about Jonathan Allen, but if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content or NFL content. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. And if you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to talk about Jonathan Allen of the Washington Commanders, and could the Falcons possibly trade for Jonathan Allen? I recently read an article over the last couple of days where it talked about the Atlanta Falcons could possibly trade Kyle Pitts for the Washington Commanders, for Jonathan Allen, their defensive tackle. Jonathan Allen is a two-time Pro Bowler. He goes about 6'3", 300 plus pounds. Played his college ball at Alabama, and he is one of the dominant forces on that Washington Commanders team. Both him and Deron Payne has been two of the better interior defensive linemen in the league. And they mentioned us possibly trading Kyle Pitts to the Washington Commanders for Jonathan Allen due to them having Zach Ertz as their tight end, who's up there in age, and they're kind of looking for someone to replace Zach Ertz over the next couple seasons if he decides to retire. So Kyle Pitts would possibly be a good fit over there with Jaden Daniels in that offense. And I think this could be a match made in heaven when you talk about the perfect trade between Jonathan Allen and between Pitts, with us swapping players. Jonathan Allen is one of those guys that I think could immensely help this Atlanta Falcons defense, because we struggled to stop the run, because we struggled to find an interior lineman that could be disruptive outside of Grady Jarrett consistently. I really feel like the Falcons should consider this trade. Jonathan Allen is on his last year of his deal with Washington. And in 2026, he'll be an unrestricted free agent. So maybe the Falcons can do some type of sign and trade where they bring him in and extend him, and then possibly bring him back on a longer deal. Jonathan Allen's only 30 years old. So he still has a lot of good football left in him. Last year, he did suffer a pectoral injury, so he missed most of the season. But throughout his career, he has 40-plus sacks in his NFL career. He's been one of those guys that's been dominant as far as stopping the run, creating havoc in the backfield. And I really feel like if we were to bring in a Jonathan Allen, someone of his prowess as far as stopping the run, that would help guys like Arnold Ebiketie on the edge, because it's going to create a lot of one-on-one matchups, and it'll help Grady Jarrett where he doesn't have to be the sole guy in the middle. As far as stopping the run, he will no longer be the focal point if you were able to bring in a Jonathan Allen. And Jonathan Allen is just a much bigger man than Grady Jarrett. Grady Jarrett is about 6 feet tall, 300 pounds. Jonathan Allen is about 6'3", 6'4". So he's a true nose tackle, but he's also a guy that can move around on the defensive line. And Jonathan Allen, he's a guy you can put at the 3 tech. Sometimes they put him in stunts and things of that nature out on the edge when he was with Washington. But mainly he's a true nose. But he also is a guy that can rush the passer from that nose position. I believe Jonathan Allen's best season, when I looked it up, he had 9 sacks in one of his Pro Bowl seasons at that nose position, which is really impressive. But I really feel like he's a guy that's not that long in the tooth, meaning he's not that old of a player where I think that he couldn't have an impact. I do think that he's still an all-pro type talent. And he probably will be, I would say he's right up there within the top 5 when you talk about defensive tackles in the league. And I really feel like that's a position that the Falcons have neglected over the last, I'll say, decade, is bringing in a consistent, nose tackle that can stop the run, that has long arms, and that can be physical at the point of attack. Grady Jarrett has done a great job, but as I mentioned, Grady Jarrett is not a true nose. Grady Jarrett is an undersized defensive tackle. He really is a true 3 tech. He's like a pass rusher that just rushes from the inside. So I definitely think that this was an intriguing article that I read, speaking about Jonathan Allen possibly being, in trades to the Atlanta Falcons. And I actually think it would be a good move if the Falcons were to consider bringing in Jonathan Allen. A couple years ago, I wanted the Falcons to bring in Deron Payne when he was actually a free agent, but Washington decided to bring him back. But with them now having Jaden Daniels on that roster and them trying to build their offense, I really feel like they're not going to pay Jonathan Allen another huge contract. So maybe this is the Falcons' opportunity because they signed Deron Payne to a huge deal. Maybe the Atlanta Falcons can somehow, some way entice them into trading for Kyle Pitts, and we bring in a dominant pass rusher slash, somebody that can stop the run. So with that being said, you guys give me your thoughts on Jonathan Allen possibly being traded to the Atlanta Falcons. Would you like this move? Personally, I think it would be a great move for the Falcons to continue to build this defense. But as always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed. Peace.